Hi, and welcome back. I'm your friend Molt Money. Here we talk about stocks, financial news, and cryptocurrency. So if you like talking money, go ahead and drop me a like and subscribe to the channel. Don't be afraid to share with your buddies and hit that notification bell. That way you can be the first to be notified when a new video comes out. Today I really want to talk about Algorand and Algorand's recent price action, as Algorand really is one of my favorite personal coins, as I do see massive potential in the coming weeks, months, and really the years ahead of us in this play, as it stands out as one of the bigger players in the market. Now if we take a look at the price action, we can tell that we've got a pretty nice pop today at just well over 3%. On the week we're sitting pretty nicely at 71.3%, as well as the past month we've just really had a great tear up at 136.7%, just a really strong move we've had in the past month. And then if we look all the way out, we've had a little consolidation here, but then just a giant pop at 407% that we are up on the year, which is really nice to see in the Algorand price. Now I would love to see this come down into the ones again and kind of catch a little bit of a dip and grab a nice little bag in the ones. Now is that realistic? Is that going to happen? I just don't know, as we're about to get into some of the bullish articles that are coming out in regards to Algorand, and as I do see this as a key player in the crypto space going forward. Now, if you want to take a look at how Algorand actually works, we can see here the Algorand nodes reach consensus about what should appear in the blockchain through a process called PPOS, or proof of stake, which is the staking system instead of proof of stake mining system like Bitcoin to verify new transactions and produce those new crypto tokens, Algorand network participants are able to stake some of the algo in their exchange and chance to be randomly selected to a purpose of a new block of verified transactions, and the winner is awarded Algorand. So you want to keep in mind that the proof of stake systems like Algorand are actually more efficient. This is the key right here, more efficient than proof of work blockchains like Bitcoin in terms of electricity consumption. Now that's a big reason why a lot of people don't care for Bitcoin as much as some of these proof of stake coins, as they don't have to rely on the thousands of miners spending energy to solve the cryptographic puzzles for the chance to win a block reward and earn transaction fees. Okay, so now when we look at some of the more bullish articles, you can see Forbes, which is obviously a highly reputable source, comes out and says, right here we can read, Algorand has rallied 600% this year. What has fueled these gains? And I want to come down to the part of the article, here we go, article where it talks about Algorand and their agreement with Algorand, which would involve the company building blockchain infrastructure on top of Algorand blockchain. So we know that this is actually happening as we speak, and this is really why that price action has increased so much, and really the past month or week rather, in the price action of Algorand. And under this agreement, Algorand has helped to enable Chivo, the Central American nation's Bitcoin wallet, by serving the official blockchain provider. So this is obviously absolutely huge for Algorand, and Algorand announced that the Colombian government, and speaking of governments, this is really one thing that I love to see in these really proof of stake or coins in general. And that's something that I put out in my last video on XLM. If you haven't taken a look at that, please go back and do so. I would like to see these companies working with governments, and they had rallies, El Salvador accepting to work with the co-banks to develop some of the country's digital infrastructure on Algorand technology, or stable majors like Circle developing solutions on the chain. All of these act as catalysts for further adoption and upward price action. So this is really why I do think that not overnight, but in the long run, I could see this coin really doing a 100x from here. Now, again, I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. So you really want to take a look at your investments and know what you're getting into rather than, just aimlessly buying into any kind of cryptocurrency. You want to understand the business model and the business behind it before going out and investing your hard-earned money. So when we look at some of these articles at the Twitter feed for Algorand, we can see Algorand, we needed technology was robust enough to handle the needs of an entire nation. We found that Algorand, a proven blockchain that meets our rigorous requirements for speed, security, and stability. This says the CEO and founder of CoBank. So again, one of the things that a lot of people really believe and love about Algorand is the speed, stability, security, and efficiency of Algorand versus other blockchain technology. And that's why you really do see these big founders and governments working with Algorand. Now, this was another really big article for Algorand. Algorand's foundation launched a $300 million fund that will focus on the development of DeFi on Algorand's network. So they're not playing with really chump change here. They have a lot of money to work with. And that brings me back to taking a look at the price action and the price prediction of what I see happening this year and well into 2022 and the end of 2022. So again, like I said, we've seen a little bit of a pop today over the past week, just really rallying, and more so over the past year, the past month, we've seen a monstrous pop. So I'd love to see this come down in the ones so I can grab a bigger bag, as I do hold a decent amount of Algorand, but I'd love to get this in the ones, as I do see by the end of this year, realistically an $8 to $9 target. And then well into the bull market of 2022, I can see a even, $10 to $15 range, as we can see that people are really starting to understand how this beautiful technology works and the benefits of holding Algorand. Now, with all these major catalysts, I do think that it is safe to assume that 100x to 200x over the long run, and I do think we'll get that. But over the next months and the next year or so, I do think those are realistic price targets. So with that being said, if you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe. I'm a smaller channel, so I'm trying to get out a lot of good information to folks like you that are interested in cryptocurrency. So make sure you do like and subscribe. And remember, I'm your crypto and stock guy, so don't forget to stop by and say hi.